Welcome back to the Suikoden II HD Remaster. Last time we liberated Rockaxe Castle, and now for this episode we're gonna run around because we now have the Hunter Rune on Ellie, and we also have Luke with us so we can put enemies to sleep, making it easy for us to collect some dropped items that we didn't get earlier. We're gonna be doing that for most of today's episode, just teleporting around, getting some odds and ends. Let's start by going to Cobalt Village for a recipe. Cobalt Village. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll also get teleported to the hidden room in Rabbit Town. Not holding my breath on that. Vicky hasn't incorrectly teleported us anywhere yet. But it's never too late. Yeah, so for this, I believe it's the sandwich recipe. We just gotta find some eagle men. Let's make an effort to do that. There's a bunch of treasures here I didn't get. I think they're all collars, though. Which I never use. I'll let you go. Yeah, like this is a collar. Which, I mean, I guess I could sell them. Or otherwise throw them away if I find stuff I want. Okay, Eagleman. So this is the strategy here. We just go to the Wind Rune. Wind to sleep. Then just get Ellie to attack any of them. 5% hit rate, but if the enemies are asleep, no problem. But I mean, it missed that time, but eventually it'll work out for you anyway, 1 in 20 chance, but you're better off putting enemies to sleep. Because there's no guarantee that it's going to drop the item that you want to begin with. Most enemies in this game have 3 item drops, so even if you do successfully hit an enemy with the character that has the Hunter Rune applied, it won't necessarily mean that you're going to get the item you're looking for. It still might take a few tries. But it's 1 in 3 instead of, like, 1 in 128 or so in some chances. Like, less than 1%. She hits 2. Not that that matters, but, like, it's not like we get 2 drops that way. You only get 1 drop per encounter. But are we gonna get the recipe we're looking for? No, we got a double-edged orb. Not that those are horrendous. Don't I already have one that I'm carrying around and not equipping on anybody? Yeah, 2x damage dealt and received. Like, maybe I should put that on George or somebody. Does George have a rune embedded onto his weapon? No, he doesn't. Maybe do it for Humphrey. I mean, he could take 2x damage, just not magic damage so much. But less so than George. I didn't realize his magic damage was so lacking. Even more so than Humphrey. So let's just keep our defending going here. Try again. And eventually, we'll just get what we're looking for. Then she just hits it normally, which is fine. Not a problem with that. Just unexpected, because again, it's a 1 in 5 chance. Or a 1 in 20 chance. It's a 5% chance. Got the sandwich item. We'll give up on this. And I guess we'll just go ahead. No, we'll throw the collar on the ground once we get it. So yeah, that can happen sometimes. As you can see, we got the sandwich. Quite literally, the sandwich. Not the recipe for a sandwich. I love how Hayo needs a recipe for a sandwich, by the way. Sandwich. 2 pieces of bread and something in the middle of the bread. Genius recipe. Wish I thought of that. Yeah, just keep this up until it finally works out. But yeah, there'll be a bit of this going on in today's episode. Another double-edged orb. Come on now. We'll discard. I mean, I could at least sell these, I guess. The double-edged orb. Like, if they're gonna be that easy to get now, should I want to get them? It's really too bad you don't get the Hunter Rune earlier in the game. I mean, you could immediately break it because it's all like Wind Runes are overly uncommon. But like, is that such a big deal that I have to... Like, is it really that big of a problem that... You know, I easily can get some good loot from enemies, rather than having a 1 in 100 chance. Like for a recipe of all things. There we go, recipe 12. Discard other item. Does it even matter? Not especially. And we have the... Yeah, we have this stuff we can analyze, too. Yeah, we'll throw one of the double-edged orbs away. Is there an appraiser here? I can't even remember. So there, we can scratch that off the list. Next we're gonna go to 2 River. We'll warp there, just in case we get lucky. And warp where we want to... If we can wrong warp where I want to wrong warp to. I'm not even going to worry about the... excuse me, the trading any longer. So now back to 2 River so we can fight the land sharks. So 2 River City. Fight ye old land sharks for another recipe. Which I think it's the same deal, like I forget what their other thing would be, but they should have at least, like, they can drop grilled fish. And also the recipe 31. I can't help but feel like I'm forgetting another recipe. It's probably that I already got the zombie slug recipe. In the Matilda... We're gonna have to go back to the Matilda border anyway, because there's I missed the seedling there. Which we'll be getting soon enough in this housekeeping episode, as I like to call it. And I guess I don't need to go, like, too deeply into here, but... Don't I have an escape talisman now? Like, I mean, I could just use it. There might be a better place to use it, but I don't know where that would be. Taking a quick glance at my notes here. I'm not usually a big notes taker, but I figured I better take some notes for this episode so I don't miss any, you know, points of interest. Now we just gotta find some land sharks. I can't remember if there's anything in this game that increases random encounter rate. You can get a champion's orb. Which eliminates, I believe, weak encounters. Really? We're gonna fight everything except the... what we're looking for, the land shark here. There we have it. We probably should have rested. Yeah, it'll be okay. So attack the rightmost one. Very good. Ooh, and he knocked it down to the... You're gonna clutch out the recipe already. No, yeah, dried fish. We'll give up on the dried fish. I mean, I've had this cream stew on my inventory since the start of the game. Like, I thought I'd use it. I mean, I still could. Maybe we'll use it during, like, the final dungeon. These months-old cream stew, I'm sure it's still good. It'll be sour cream stew by the time we eat it. Thankfully, there isn't any, like, food rotting mechanic in this game. There is something like that in Suikoden III, but I don't think you can get, like, poisoned by it or anything. Not that I'm gonna be in a huge hurry to eat some sour cream stew IRL. So could we get another land shark here? Yeah. Yeah, we can. Ooh, the leftmost one's... Ah, what are you doing? What are you doing, muscle memory? Come on now. This is enough of an excursion. I don't need to be letting go. There we have it. Let's try this again, but this time don't let them go, maybe. I'll think about it. It almost went to sleep. Alright. We're good. Moment of truth. Will we get our recipe? No, not yet. Give up on this. So we have, what, one more sleep with Luke? Well, we might have to go out and have a rest, then. If that happens, I'll just come back to getting the recipe. We have to duck out and heal our L1 magic. Our L1 vertebrae. But yeah, much better odds than if you don't have the Hunter Rune, even still. I don't believe we got the grilled fish. We got some sort of fish recipe. Don't believe we got this earlier. Oh, come on. She really just hit all three. Look at you go. Got a guard ring. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be back, I said. There we go, finally. Recipe 21. I say finally as though I didn't just get it, like, first try after I came back down, but... Yeah, we really gotta sell some of this stuff. So let's just get out of here. And then maybe sell a few things I can bear to part. What I need to do is go to the appraiser. So maybe we ought to just go ahead and do that first. So I can continue to hoard other things I'll never use. I mean, it doesn't help that the storage is way smaller than I remembered. Like 6 pages worth of storage. Let's just make our way out of here. Again, now we're gonna go to Greenhill, because we want to get the elusive Recipe 34. But there is a few other things to get in Greenhill while we're there, like 2 old books. And there's a few things in the periphery as well. I think there's appraisers in Greenhill, come to think of it. Just go right on over. Shazam. Can I go to the dungeon this way? No. I have to take the back entrance. So let's, I want to double check here. I don't believe you have a rare find that I want. Oh, but we checked anyway. Yeah, now we have liberated Greenhill music. The mood has shifted. So, okay, so first off, let's go here to get one of the old books. It's in the basement. Talk to this dude. What should I do? Maybe I should throw this away? Huh? Oh, good timing. Here, take this, would you? Yeah, old book, volume 10. Discard other item. What will we discard? Discard the Obento. I don't need anything. You don't want any Obento? Just gotta hold on to the cream stew because it's nostalgic. Back when we were grinding for double beat runes. Yeah, appraise. 150 potch, way cheaper than Lebrante. Defective urn, we could trade that over in Cobalt Village if I really wanted to. Hexstall. I have half a mind to keep the Hexstalls. Hey, a Chinese dish. There's, like, bath house scenes with the Hexstalls. I really should show off a couple of those. I don't know if I will, though. We'll drop... Oh, we have 2 window sets as well. We'll drop those off shortly. Then we'll have all kinds of space. What am I throwing away? Defective urn. We'll just put it on the ground here, it's fine. Someone else can walk over to Cobalt Village and deliver it. They can make 500 money. Like, they're students. I'm sure they could use the 500 potch. So we gotta make it all the way back. All the way back in this dungeon. I don't think this is the way. No, I guess it is. I guess I shouldn't have second-guessed myself. I was right. Okay. I guess it is these Do-Re-Mi elves, so... I thought we had to go deeper, but apparently not. Maybe once it gets to a certain point in the game. Well, there we go. Once we hit a certain point in the game, I guess it doesn't matter. This is not gonna feel good. That really could have been worse. I didn't actually know they had, like, a 6 Do-Re-Mi elf unite. I thought they just sang at you separately. But yeah, I believe it's the yellow Do-Re-Mi elf that has Recipe 34. There it is. So he saves us buckets of time. Bucket loads of time. Let's use the escape talisman if it lets us. Of course it doesn't. But it's not like we're firing this dungeon anyway, so it's fine. There, now we can go back. Well, there's a few things in the periphery we should... Because, like... Grand Holly, we'll let you go. Because there's, I believe, a Seedling just outside of Greenhill. It's an enemy that can drop them. Which I'm not even sure if these enemies can dodge, come to think of it. You might not even need to use the sleep. The window sleep. Stop it. Yeah, and I can't remember if I got it, but there is a window set that can show up here. As a rare find. Again, I forget if we got it or not. I'll just wander around out here. There's a bunch of others. I say a bunch, but like... excuse me, you gotta go to Forest Village. Yeah, these things, the eye flowers. Yeah, like, I don't think these can dodge, so let's just throw a knife at them. Yeah, because they're stuck to the ground. And then we'll just have Luke melt them with wind magic. There we go. Because they counter a lot now. Pardon me. Medicine 7. Give up on this Medicine 7. But yeah, that's something I kind of overlooked. Some enemies, if they're, you know, fused to the ground, they can't dodge, so you don't need to put them to sleep, it's fine. We'll just fight a few more of those, then we'll warp back to our palace, then we'll go drop some of the stuff off. Should probably just attack with everybody, but it's fine. What's the hurry? These things just counter a lot. As you can see. I didn't mean to keep that going, but I guess it's fine. But yeah, they counter often. I guess we'll just get Ellie to magic it. With her shredding. Another Medicine 7, of course. Give up on this. Eventually we'll luck out. Get what we're looking for. I mean, it's not like the odds are crazy. We just, you know, just landed on heads instead of tails twice. Be one thing if it takes me 15 tries and I don't get it. Like, I'm sure we'll get it shortly. So once again... shred them with wind. More Medicine 7. What's going on here? Come on. Give up on this. 3 heads in a row. I mean, I should just walk over to Forest Village and get one of the things here. So I might just do that. I'll deny myself 1 warp, though, with Vicky, which... no, never mind. Because of that. Because if I wind up wrong warping because I decided to go to Forest Village, I will be pleased. I've only ever gotten the wrong warp to work when I've, like, really forced the issue. I've never actually had it in the... you know, just in the ebb and flow of normal play. This playthrough, bear with me a sec. We'll do Storm, not Storm Warning. No, just keep doing that. Vicky hasn't unsuccessfully warped me anywhere yet this playthrough. She's always done it correctly, which is very unlike her. We're having very bad luck with this. Because these things are supposed to drop a spinach seedling. I don't think I got it already. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a spinach seedling and a potato seedling. We'll give it a few more tries here. If I don't get it, I'll just teleport, you know, I'll just cut to when I actually get it. Just the nature of the beast sometimes. At least we were pretty lucky there for a bit with getting the eye flowers to spawn. The woodpeckers were just kind of minding their own business for a while. Maybe I should get off the path. I don't know if that actually matters. In Suikoden I, I thought it was like, if you walked straight, you gotten less encounters. If you wandered around, you'd be more likely to get into an encounter, because the game's thinking that, like, if you're walking straight... Excuse me, if you're walking straight, it means you're trying to do, like, story stuff. But if you're, like, wandering around kind of aimlessly, it's because you're trying to get into a random encounter. Alright, so let's get one more eye flower if we don't get the seedling. Here we go. If we don't get the seedling this time, we'll just go ahead and cut to when we get it. Shredding wind. Man, unlucky. Alright, BRB. Give up on this. Finally got the spinach seedling. That took me a bunch of tries, even after I cut. Discard other item. We'll throw the dragon armor on the ground. We can just buy more anyway. That took a surprising amount of time. We flipped heads like 10 times in a row on that one. So, okay, let's drop off the old books. Yeah, drop off the old book and the windows. Wait, yeah, I should have more than one old book, right? Did I not pick up the... Did I not take... Oh, I just didn't get the other old book in Greenhill. We'll just warp back to Greenhill in a second. Anyway. Let's just go talk to... Tenku. It's on floor 3, I want to say. So why am I going to floor 4? Oh yeah, and then there's that. Where they have a statue of whoever gets the most kills, I'm pretty sure. It's not necessarily the MC here. It was floor 3. Now show me your skills. Do I want to actually change the window? No, I'm happy with the current windows dressing we have. So yeah, back to Greenhill. Totally slipped my mind. There was another... Well, it gives me one more teleport to do. So maybe we'll luck out. Go to Rabbit Town. I'd love to capture that for this playthrough, but I'm not holding my breath. So back to Greenhill City. Should have gotten this when I got so caught up just appraising those couple of things, I forgot to get the old book that's back here. So we'll just head on back and nab it. I think I dropped the old books off and we're good. I'm gonna hold on to the recipes for now. I'd like to save the recipe, the final cook-off for maybe the next episode. So yeah, check here, nothing. Check here, nothing. Check here, though. Old book volume 5, very easy to miss. Just in that very narrow spot right there. I can't blinking mirror from town, right? No. It's too bad. What was I playing, I guess it was Lunar, but like how, I like how in that, where if you have the teleporty item, so long as you're anywhere where there's sunlight, you can teleport out, which I like. Yeah, let's just drop these off. Then I don't have to agonize over throwing something away that I'll never use to start with. I believe there's 2 more old books. Or 3 more. To be grabbing. Yeah, at least 3. 4, I guess. Yeah, 3. We just grabbed 2, so 3. So now we're gonna teleport to Forest Village, talk to Connell's sister, who happens to have a sound set. I don't know why she hoarded it. I guess she was saving it for, like, for his birthday or something. I mean, I guess she could have an interest in sound creation as well. Forest Village. Let's go to Connell's house. Talk to her sis. Teehee, found this when I was cleaning my brother's room. He's a bit scatterbrained, so he must have forgotten it. Gotcha. There, we got that. So now let's teleport to the pathway to Matilda so we can get the last of the seedlings. So, Greenhill, Matilda, Forest Path. A lot of stuff on this path. You get sound set number 2, which we just... I forget if I got it on screen, but I just happened to get it just messing around here. And then you can also get the recipe from the zombie slugs, and then, which we've already gotten this recipe. Then the seedling from the Papa Hollies here. From the Papa New Hollies. These buggers. I mean, I assume I must be able to put them to sleep. Wind of Sleep. Unless they just also don't move. No, they most certainly move. However that works. Surely these can fall asleep, or else this would be a bit of a pain. But there are some enemies that just do not fall asleep, so it's hard to say. I mean, so far, they're not. Just have to grind it out, then. Or just hope we otherwise get it. Oh, shoot. Okay, they can fall asleep, we just got unlucky. No problem. Ooh, heavy collar. Another collar I'll never use. So we get a heavy collar, it can also drop a seedling. And that's it for the seedlings. That's most of what we want to get here. There's a few other old books to grab, though. Try to put Papa to bed here. Unless we got an item because of the little fella's countering. I forget if it works like that. I think it might. It should one of them actually drop something. Yeah, I guess they're just sleep resistant, but not, like, immune. There we go. Let sleeping plants lie. Maybe I should have brought people who are less likely to counter. Canopy defense. That's actually a decent scroll. Decent earth scroll. Yeah, protects all allies from one magic attack. We might want to use that later. Might not be the worst idea. We only have one sleep left, don't we? We might just have to run out and heal. Then once again, I'll just reconvene with you once we find it. But we'll give it one more shot here, even if he's gonna miss his next Wind of Sleep attack. I mean, at this rate. Should be resting in between attempts, I've just been forgetting. We can find the enemy we're looking for. Again. Showing up a little more rarely than I would expect. Oh yeah, just some more zombie slugs. I mean, maybe if we don't get another Papa Holly soon, maybe I should just, you know, jump to getting the seedling. If they're gonna be that difficult to even pop up for our last shot here. Yeah, I'll just reconvene with you once we get the next seedling. Okay. Finally, seed potato. That took forever. Discard other item. Not even so much that it was like, the issue is more getting the holly fairies to spawn. Throw the guard ring away. There, finally got that. So let's get out of here. Now, where are we gonna go next? So we got all the droppable stuff, as far as I can tell. Well, kind of. There's one last droppable thing I do want to show. So let's go ahead and do that after we drop off our seeds here. And fill out Tony's garden. Completely. So we'll just give him over. And then once the garden is full, Tony will actually be standing to the side of it. His work is done. I don't want to actually do the... No, I don't want to play Whack-A-Mole at the moment. And I believe we only have one livestock left, but that can only be gotten in the... like one of the last towns in the game, the one where we have to go with Clive for the Elza side quest. So yeah, right now... So yeah, now we'll teleport to the Cave of the Wind. Cave of Wind. And see if we can't fight some griffins, because they drop a pretty good helmet. See if we can't get one to drop. Like, I'm not gonna force the issue for 20 minutes, but like... I'll make a half-hearted attempt here to grab one. Assuming these things aren't so averse to being put to sleep as the holly berries are. The Papa Hollies. We should just ask Feather for a wind hat. If that's a thing griffins have. We got a wind orb, I mean... They're just a very windy variety of animal, apparently. Got a wind orb and a wind hat. And probably some other thing that I'm forgetting about. Well, then we'll grab the old books we're missing. And all should be right with the world. And as I was saying before, there's like a power ring or a power glove or something in that zombies drop in the Tinto mines, but they can't be put to sleep. I still have a feeling that a 5% hit rate chance is probably a more likely drop than if you were to just grind them out normally. Not entirely sure about that, though. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's like, you know, 0.96% drop, 1.92 drop, 0.2... or like 2 point something drop. Can we at least get like one more griffin fight? If I could just give this a second try. There we go. And we got a 1 in 3 chance, so... Assuming we can put the bugger to sleep. Or otherwise make contact. Stop it. I don't know if, like, your magic stat helps with sleep chance. Oh, there. Not performing well, Luke. Ellie hit it before he managed to put him to sleep. Another wind orb. Okay, one more shot. Then I'm just gonna get the old books. At least when there's more griffins showing up, you have a, you know, a better chance of one of them being put to sleep. You know, hypothetically. Come off of it. I don't know why these enemies are so averse to the sleep status all of a sudden. Seriously, man? One more wind of sleep. Okay, good. Another wind orb. Yeah, we'll just... never mind. Give up on this. Maybe I'll just start the next episode getting a wind hat. This isn't worth me fussing over for 20 minutes at the moment. Something I can do in between videos, though, while my computer's sorting through this one. So let's go... Let's go to Tigermouth Village. Tigermouth. And get the old book that's here. I believe is in this room. In this narrow area. Yeah, old book, volume 8. Yeah, discard other item. We'll discard... I guess we'll just discard the escape talisman. There, we got that. Then we can go to Rock Axe. Then we can go to Muse and maybe get 2 things. If we're lucky, we'll get the recipe that's in the item shop. No guarantees. So let's go to Rock Axe. Rock Axe. Then we'll go in the basement of the weapon shop, or the item shop here. Go round back. And just check here for Old Book Volume 11. Discard other item. Yeah, we'll discard. This Drops of Kindness is fine. As if I'll ever use them. And then off to Muse. Get the last of the old books here. Off to Muse. So last book is in the tavern. Just talked to one of the patrons here, this person. Reminds me of those days when we were all together. Old Book Volume 12. We'll discard... I guess the Chaos Shield. Earth Shield's better. Then if we're lucky, we'll be able to get the recipe. Not at all. Nothing there whatsoever. We'll just have to check again later. But that's fine. We can just drop these books off here. And all should be well. Then next time for Suikoden II, I guess we could do the final cook-off. And then also start progressing more story. Now that all the loose ends are starting to get tied up a bit here. Vicky's kind of hot too. It's weird though. She looks exactly the same as she did when I last saw her 3 years ago. There we go. Every single last book. So hey, thanks for joining for another episode of Suikoden II HD Remaster. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Have a good day, everybody.